Here we go. I'm treating this as if it's one of the regular classes throughout the month. We're at the end. We're at the end of April, and we kind of build upon it as we keep going. So I will talk a little bit more than usual, just slightly, but for the most part, we're just trying to keep going through it. So we start feet together, feet apart, as wide as your shoulders. Shoulders, hips, knees, toes, all the same width. Shift a little bit back and forth, and maybe front and back, just to kind of feel your center of gravity sink, which is right below your navel. Arms come up. Stretch into a big heart shape and push down at the bottom. So everything starts at the top. Once we got our hips and knees sunk, all the directions come back to the top. Arms up, chin up. Arms down, chin slightly down. Arms up, chin up, arch your lower spine. Arms down, chin down, round your whole spine. Inhale, relax your eyes. How do you do that? Let your eyelids become heavy. Let your focus slightly soften. Again, shift a little bit here and there to release tension in your neck, shoulders, back, wherever. Inhale, breathe through your nose. Exhale through your nose. As much as possible, breathe through your nose. Warm filtered air is better for our body. Inhale. There's a whole bunch of reasons for that, but I'm not going to get into that today. Breathe through your nose. Inhale. Tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Squish it. Tongue drops to the bottom of your mouth. So your tongue goes up and down like a gate, like a valve, up and down. Inhale, tongue up. Exhale, tongue down. So we're working our way down. So again, if we were at the top and this is opening and expanding, this is closing and contracting, we're at the middle of our body, in front of our heart. Push down as you pull back. Don't like to compete too much with myself here. Inhale. So we keep trying to do each of these things as we add on. We don't forget about the first part. We just keep adding on as we work our way down. So we take our hips. We shift them forward. That brings the weight distribution to the front of the foot, the ball of the foot. Shift your hips back. Weight goes towards your heels. So now we're starting to have this linking from your hands to your shoulders, shoulders down the spine, spine to the feet, like a wave of movement. Not everything moves at the same time, but everything moves with that wave of movement. So when we shift forward, try to be aware of your big toe, your little toe, the ball of your foot. When you shift back, try to feel your heel. And that's our stability in our feet. So each time again, we're trying to breathe a little deeper, a little bit slower, as we're trying to become aware of all these different pieces and parts that we're moving. Let's try 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale slowly. So whenever we finish a particular set, we'll finish doing this gesture at the bottom where we're kind of like splashing water. We raise our arms to make like a W shape and we flick. And our chin goes up, and then we drop our chin. And then we do the same to the other side. Splash on the bottom, twist and flick on the top, chin up, chin down. Again, I'm trying to feel like there's water kind of settling or rolling down my body. Third time, I go straight up, straight down, lock the knees and elbows so they're straight and you feel tension on the muscles and the skin, and then bend your knees and elbows. All right, that's our first 5 minutes of just breathing, trying to regulate our breath, and trying to put our body, in a particular position here and there. It's called calibration. We're calibrating our body with our brain to do what we want it to do. So the next couple exercises are all about circles. Sometimes it's a single circle, sometimes it's 2 circles, and that gets us a figure 8. So picture you're at the edge of a cliff, and you're going to help somebody with a rope. So you're going to give them the rope, and you're giving it to them one hand over the next. So in Tai Chi, we'll often do this little gesture this way, or this way, right? Circling. So try to get your fingers to kind of spiral around that rope. And then you lead like you're pointing, like your index finger is pointing. So this is, I'm giving you the different directions, different angles and views. Same circle, and then the hands twisting. If that's fine, you get the wrists to do a bit more rolling over each other, as if your wrists were bound together. I joke and say as if you had handcuffs on. I know that's not gonna be our group here. So then try to get your shoulders to roll. If that's fine, shift your weight from one hip to the other. So now it's coordination. You're trying to do all the hand gestures, you're trying to move your shoulders and shift your weight. So sometimes it gets to be a lot, right? So now we pull the rope. So I, again, kind of spiral around the rope, pulling the rope in. So that's just the hands. And then again, I can kind of overlap them. And then I can get the shoulders to kind of roll. And then shift the weight. So you decide how much or how little this you can do. So that's what it looks like kind of from the side, pulling up the rope, right? Okay, from here, tap your shoulder, enough to feel that thud that makes your shoulder kind of sting a little bit. If that's fine, try to tap your lower back at the same time. So again, a little bit of coordination, trying to time tapping your shoulder, tap your lower back. Shift your weight. Again, same thing like we just did, from one hip to the other. If that's fine, start to turn your focus to a particular piece of frame on the window or a switch or something that's there, just so you have your eyes, you can anchor them. If that's fine, try to look behind. So now I'm twisting even further. I can see the handles on the glass doors. That's my focus. So some of you might get a little dizzy doing this, and that's actually the idea. If you can get comfortable with turning your head quickly and focusing, that will improve your balance. Oftentimes when people have to turn quickly, that's when they'll lose their balance from the shock of whatever's there that they're trying to focus upon. They lose their bearings. So then the last one with that is this, where we shift and then turn the foot up. Shift the weight, turn the foot up. So it's your hip that rotates. So then we do the same movements with the hands, tapping the front and back of our body. And then you can look to the side if you want. This whole time, we're just breathing comfortably. Don't worry about in and out on each part. But eventually, we're trying to look, again, all the way behind. So it's like you're twisting a big spring, and that spring is your spine. Okay, we've done quite a few of those. So now we go on to, again, circling. I'm going to bring my hand in front. Circle on the right side. Hand in front. Circle on the left side. So when I come down, it's my palm. When I go on the other side, it's the back of my hand. So now I can start to shift my weight. Wherever my arm is at, that's where my hips shift towards. This other hand can come up to here. So aside from circling now, that's fine. That stretches some of the shoulder and neck and a little bit of the back muscles. But if I can get this to be totally relaxed, now I just kind of let it swing like it's just dead weight. And now I'm not just shifting my hips, I'm actually shifting and coming on the ball of my foot. Like the ball of my foot is a pump. It literally is a pump. The ball of your foot and your calves are a pump in far as helping the circulation aside from your heart. So that's just the one arm. Now we gotta do the other arm. So again, I just start with the arm, kind of stretching and circling. Once that's fine, we try to let it relax. And just by trying to do the figure eight, you do start to shift your hips because you can feel that momentum. So now I'm purposely trying to shift my hips, purposely trying to come up on the ball of my foot, and just let the arm go. When it comes time to stop, your arm drops like a rock. It doesn't stay stuck in the air. So now we do two arms. So here's a beach ball. I kind of hold it from the sides, and as I bring the ball over, I get back of the hand and the palm. So then I flip the ball over. Back of the hand first, and then the palm of the other hand. So here we go. Here's the shifting. If you're holding on to a beach ball, you would be probably a little stiffer in your neck and shoulders because you would be holding on to it. With this, our arms can kind of go apart a little bit. And they're just kind of, again, free falling or kind of flailing. So if that's all fine, we're shifting the weight up on the ball of the foot and just letting the arms go real loose. Okay, so that's our figure eight. There's figure eights all over the place. When we were doing this, that has the movement of like the figure eight too, right? So then we're gonna reach back like we're doing wave arms like clouds from Tai Chi, right? So the arm is a half circle, all the way to here, circle. As soon as I finish on the right hand, my left hand is by my hip and it's ready to go. So if we were practicing wave arms like clouds in Tai Chi, we're just kind of doing this in front. And maybe a little bit to the sides, right? So the spine, again, is twisting like a big spring. What we're trying to do this time around with the shifting and reaching, I'm going a bit further. So if your shoulders don't like that, you go back to, just twisting what you can towards the front. Inhale on one side, exhale on the other. So the eyes, once again, I try to pick up something behind me. So my eyes have somewhere to go. So if that's our circling up, like wave arms like clouds, we also have circling down. So again, this is the same thing. One hand's going down, one hand's going up, right? So we're going to go down, and the other hand comes up. This comes in, we do brush knee, and we push. So I get my hand to my shoulder, my underarm, the other hand goes up. Drop your arms, brush knee, push in front. So it's very much like our brush knee, but again, we're going to add the shifting of the hips. We come in front, our hips are square. We shift to the left. We reach back. So I'm reaching, and as if I'm pulling in, that's going to be pulling in my breath. So that'll be inhale, and then I push the breath out. My hand goes out, exhale. Shift to the right. Pull the breath in. Push the breath out. So as much as you can, we're trying to look at that back hand, we're trying to twist the spine, but don't be put off if you're not able to go as far. Maybe your shoulder only likes to go this far, or your neck only goes so far. But if you can, our reference point is that back corner, and then in front, back corner, back and front. So that's our brush knee. The one before it was wave arms like clouds. So there's very much this overlap with the circles and the figure eights with what we're doing in our Tai Chi form. So the next one I think is the most difficult, and I've only shown the first variation of it. There's many different ways of doing this one. So we're swimming. So if we're swimming freestyle, our head's in the water, we lean a little bit forward. And I got my legs, kind of like bow stance, if you will, one knee's bent, one straight. So if we turn, you can turn either on the heels or the ball of your foot. Don't turn flat-footed. We do backstroke. So when you do backstroke, you tilt your chin up. That helps keep your back arched and your body buoyant, right? So we really only want to do 2 strokes. So it's going to be 1, 2. The front hand always takes us across. 2 backstrokes. 1, 2. Front hand takes us to the other side. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we lean in a little bit on the right. We arch on the left. So if we do it in slow motion, it's a really good stretch for your shoulders and your back. If you're comfortable with doing this, then I turn my head, and it's the same idea. My arms are just wet noodles. And I turn, and I keep looking at the sides, and my focus is, I know some people don't like doing that, it makes you get dizzy. Do it slow motion, it's really good exercise. So now we're gonna do the same on this side. It's gonna be 2 strokes, but we'll do a couple just so you kind of get the idea, right? Lean into it. The front arm is always what takes us to the other side. Backstroke. Time to go, the front hand takes us to the other side. So this is the same idea as what we were doing a minute ago with the figure 8s. We got palms down, palms up, palms down, palms up. And like I said, this is like level 1. Level 2 is we go from backstroke, front stroke, and then we drop down. Backstroke, front stroke, drop down. And then there's backstroke, front stroke, kick. Backstroke, front stroke, kick. We're not doing those, okay? Level 1 was it for today. So we're at an interesting spot right now. We're at what typically would be halfway through the class. We didn't get started until like 15 minutes ago. I'll turn off my music. Hopefully that music will go away. We're gonna keep going at least for like another 5, maybe 8 minutes or so. So let's go on to our Qigong set. Take a deep breath and breathe out. Relax your body, meaning your shoulders, your neck, your back. Make your toes point out. Make your heels point out. And really it's coming from your hip. Here's this little spiral twist. Make fists. Touch your legs. Roll all the way up to your underarm. Feel the tension in your neck and shoulders. Let your neck and shoulders drop. Let your hips drop. So that's the first exercise. Second exercise, make a picture frame. See my 3 little fingers? They're rolled up. Take your thumb, make it go straight with your index finger. Roll your thumb down. So now there's some tension on your wrist and your fingers. Stretch to the sides. When you drop your shoulders, drop your hips. Your knees might touch, your thighs might touch, that's fine. Toes go out, heels go straight, stretch out, sink down. Point your finger down. Stretch all the way towards me. First by pulling your shoulders back, finger up, push your shoulders forward, bring your shoulders up, bring your shoulders down, bring your hips down. All right, so we're just gonna do those first 4 exercises again. Breathe in, and breathe out. Feet, waist, hands. And then we come up, we come down, sink the shoulders, sink the hips. That's the same on every single exercise at the end. You sink your shoulders, you sink your hips. Feet, waist, hands and arms as we sink. So now I pull my shoulders back. I push my shoulders forward. Shoulders go up, shoulders go down. Really good shoulder stretch, right? Hands in front. So now I shift. My right foot turns with the hip, hand to your waist, scoot into our empty stance. So a whole bunch of these stances are our Tai Chi stances. This is just kind of an abbreviated version. Push with your right, drop your shoulder, drop your waist. Toes up, toes in, toes out, toes up, or heel up, Wave goodbye. Same thing on the other side. Stretch. Sink your shoulders. Sink your waist. Step forward. Here's our bow stance. Like we're going to draw a bow and let the arrow shoot. Squeeze your fingertips like they're holding an orange or a grapefruit, and the whole hand is rounded around it. Swing your arm like a pendulum. The other one swings and grabs in front of your throat, like you're grabbing somebody else's throat. Then we swing, and the other arm comes up. All right? Make your hands into a circle. Make fists. Roll your wrists out and pull each wrist joint back. Shift your weight halfway between the front and back legs and open up that circle into a letter C. Then we go to the other side. Here's the circle. Rotate your hands out. Shift your weight. Make a big C. It's a backwards C. All right, let's do that much. We'll start it over. I'll get the music going in a moment again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. So most of these exercises, they're going to show you if you're a little bit weak or your coordination is off, your balance. They're really good to kind of show you what your body can improve upon. All right, so there's our C. So now we step across. That's our bow stance. Catch the ball. If you like bow stance and you can do twisted, you turn your waist. Back heel goes up. And this is, again, squishing a ball, stretching a ball. This arm goes up. There's our ward off. This other arm does a ward off, but it's vertical. Scoot to the other side. Bow stance. Catch the ball. Twisted stance, if you can do it. Squish. Stretch. So I'm looking at my back bottom hand. Okay, take a step. Bring your feet together, so it's actually 2 steps. Spin the big ball. Squish the ball. Stretch the ball up and down. So now I'm a little bit bent with my knees and my hips. I try to balance, lifting your leg up, toes up, toes out. If you can cross your leg, otherwise down or cross here. If you can cross above, and then your palms come together. And you try to sit your rear end back. Take this foot and step it behind. Now my feet are together on this side. I'm going to move a step or 2 here. Big circle. Squish. Lower your weight. Your center of gravity is low. That helps us to be able to stand on one leg. Toes up. Toes out. Cross your leg. As we cross our leg, palms come together, kind of like the prayer position. We call that Buddha palm. All right, so we're going to do this one more time. Might go a little further with it because we have in the past. I think our church music has come and gone. So one more time with a little slower, a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. We always sink our shoulders and our hips at the end of each set. in, out, 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 in, out. So this, if you can do that, that's great. There's a little bit extra balance, a little bit extra control. If not, don't worry about it. In, out, in, out, in, out. So the next couple steps, I just want to do them so everybody knows what they are, because we won't be doing this probably for a couple months. Again, it's another one of these twisted stances. Lock your arms, lock your legs, and then back off. Foot comes back. Same thing on the other side. No twist would look like this. Twisted would look like that. Either way, we back off at the end. All right. Left knee's bent. It stays bent. We hold up the earth like Atlas, but we lean left, and then we lean right. And then we pivot, lean right, lean left. Feet come close, squat down like you're scooping something up off the ground. You're holding a teacup. Then we do the other side. Scoop up the teacup. Protect your eye. Bow stance. Arm circle. Palms together. You tuck your chin a little bit. You tuck your tailbone a little bit. And you try and twist and look over your left shoulder. Like a big spring, again, twisting. Left foot moves forward. Now we're bow stance on the other side. Circle. Inhale. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Gently twist. All right, our right knee rather stays bent. We just went from here, right knee bent, clap. Make your hands sting. Snake creeps. Other hand turns up. Both palms actually turn up. Then we come together. Feet as close as you can go. Clap. Try to balance on your ball of your foot. Hook back, chin up. It's a modified chair pose from yoga. Our left foot turns out. We go out. We clap. All these claps stimulate the nervous system with the hands and the nerve endings. Snake creeps, other hand up. So we do another one of these. Now you know why I said if you can put your feet together, because we're trying to come up. Chair pose. Okay, what the heck? Let's do the whole thing just so we finish it. Step across, scoop. There's that thing with your fingers again. Twist. Horse stance, scoop. Turn out. Scoop. Use your fingertips. Twist. Yep, we're going to do one more horse stance. Turn out. Come past your face. Come past your face. Empty stance. Hand above your head. This other hand is a hook. You're going to look like warriors from martial arts. Lift your leg and look towards the front. Then we do the other side. Past your face. Past your face. Arm up. Balance on one leg. Look towards the front. We finish it up. Splash low. Twist high. Breathing deep. Exhaling slow. Same to the right. In. Out. Straight up. Straight down as you breathe out. Okay, so 5 directions, quickly. Or not quickly, but only one time through. We got up and forward, down and back. Shift to the left, shift to the right. Grounding in the center. That gives us our 5 root, our foundation, like we're standing in the park and our feet are rooting into the ground. So we go a little wider, catch the ball. Bring it in, make it get small, flip it over, push it out the window. Little circle, bigger half circle. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, turn out. Small circle, bigger half circle, small circle. You see the pattern. There's often a small circle followed by either big circle or big arc. Push the ball down and out. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm. Small circle. Big arc, big half circle. All right, so that's our 8. Our 8 energies are our 8 arm gestures. So now our bigger, longer set. Got our opening, same as closing. So this is all a small ball. Bigger arc, small, bigger arc. So that's again that pattern of yin and yang. We got up, down, forward. Little circle forward, bigger circle back, low ward off. Arm past your face, other arm on the side. King pounds the mortar, king pounds the mortar. Shift, split, spin the ball. Feet come close, arms come close. Feet goes apart, arms go apart. Push. Small circle, big circle. Push the ball underwater. Here's that little circle thing I was talking about earlier. Set the foot down, heel, shoulder, elbow. Small circle, big arch. Small circle, big circle. Inhale, exhale. King pounds the mortar again. King pounds the mortar. Turn to the front. Direction change. Shift, draw back, split. Spin the circle, feet come close, hands come close. Go back, shoulder, elbow, wrist, palms. White crane spreads its wings. Past your face, brush past your face, reach up. Stand on one leg, empty stance, bow stance, pull. On the way up, shoulder, elbow, palm, split. Clear, gather in, strum the guitar, protect by pushing the blade edge out, try to balance. Adjust to the corner a little bit, roll back, chop, step forward, chop. Past your face, reach back. Empty stance, rooster, empty, pull. Shoulder, elbow, palm on the way up, split. Clear, gather in. Same exact thing repeats. Adjust to the corner. Chop, chop. So now the arms circle a bit. That gets us into crossing of the arms. Balance, empty stance, bow stance, splash. Protect, pull and punch. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm. Come back to the front. Another king pounds the mortar. So I'm just going to move a step or two here. Arms out. Open up like a bird, and then close. Feet come together. Go to your heel. Just like the very beginning, pull. Ward off. Pull. Crouch down as you bend forward. Same on the other side. Pull. Bend forward, crouch down. Small circles with both hands. Bigger circle, pull. Horse stance. Shift. Twist across, try to look at your shoulder, elbow, foot. Circle. Circle. Fist, elbow. Small circle, roll back. Cat stance or empty stance to the side, push down in front. So now here's hand over hand this way. And then circle that direction. Lift up, step down, draw back. Ward off in front, reach up for the ball behind. Everything comes in towards your center line, your shoulders, your elbows, push, repulse monkey. So we got 3 of those. Repulse monkey. Repulse monkey. All right, so push, roll back, arms cross, step back, shoulder, elbow, wrist. I know I got all this room up here. Split. Same thing like earlier, brush past your face, lift up the ball, lift up your leg, pull, shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm, split. Gather in to here. Shift the weight to your back leg and try to get the momentum to move your arm. Ward off, slice. Ward off, slice. Bow stance, wind up your spine, pierce with your fingers. Other hand by your tailbone. Right foot comes up, set it down. Left foot comes up, set it down. Same thing from earlier. Block, pull and punch. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm. Roll back. Push the ball underwater. Same thing from earlier. They're all chords, like chunks of 4 or 5 exercises that are replaced and repeated in different spots. Here's our split. Wave arms like clouds. 1 time. 2 times. On the 3rd one, we just go with the left to the side, right hand and foot in front. Hold the ball. Step forward. Stretch the ball. Spin the ball. Pivot. Elbow to your hand. Chop on top. Hand to your ribs. Turn slightly towards the corner. Push. Roll back. Your arms continue to cross. Your legs cross. Or you can do bow stance. Open like a flower. Try to balance. Try to slap your shin. So I'm going to back up a step or 2. After I did right leg, I do the same on the right side. Scoop up. Here's the twist. Balance. Slap kick. Feet come together, or apart rather, equal weight. Shift to the right leg. Fist. Chop. Go from toes. Extend your heel. Pull back. Chop. Chop. 2 steps, right, left. Reach for the ball. Pull in, make fists. Ward off with a fist, punch. Arms come together, make a circle. Split the circle open. Turn, elbow, fist, elbow, fist. Take a step, take another step. Here's our swimming. Slap your shin. Just like the very beginning again. Pull the ball in. Pull it across. Set your heel down. Pull. Squish. Fist goes down. Fist goes out. They're set. Vertical, horizontal, reach them forward, and then sink down. Scoop up the ball again. So it's really scooping and then lifting up, like the teacup. You can also lift your leg up if you'd like. And then we set it down. Shift. This hip tries to come across, or it circles all the way up. And then we switch feet. Now it's the other side. Fist, chop, balance. Extend your heel out. Come back, spin to the left, like you're throwing salt over your left shoulder, but it's a fist, and then your right arm. So it's spin, balance. Switch your feet, left foot up, left foot down, splash, protect, punch. Arms come together. Here's the idea of pulling apart a bag of potato chips again, but the arms are open, hands are open. Other hand open. So we turn sideways here. So then spin, cross your arms, cross your legs. Leg up, down, snake creeps, push. This other arm comes behind, pull, roll back, push, turn, these scoop up, open like a big balloon opening up, set your foot down, push the ball underwater, push, roll back, turn towards the corner a little bit, push the ball underwater, spin, shoulder, elbow, split. So I wanted to finish that far because that brings us almost back to where we started with at the very beginning. That part is right there. So I want to do it one more time through. Adjust if you need to, wherever you're standing, or take a break. One more time through, focusing on the breathing and being slow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. 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 I'm just going to draw back a step or two here. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. out, in, 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 out. Hand over hand, in, out, 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 in, out. So I'm going to move this way a little bit so I don't end up in the corner too much. In, out, 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 In and out.